Welcome back to Destination Polaris. Our next adventure takes place in Utah. It's one of the most unique trips we've ever done, and mainly because we were totally caught off guard. Let's head to the coral pink sand dunes, which we quickly found out weren't so pink. Our trip began at the adventure resort, Cave Lakes Canyon.
Full capacity, we should be able to handle 200 to 300 people when the lodge is complete.
Now, if you've never been to Utah, the southwest corner is absolutely amazing. It's one of the most beautiful places in the country. Cave Lakes is located in the southwest corner of Utah, about 5 miles from the small town of Kanab.
We're about 7 miles from the Arizona border where we stand here, which is the nearest town is Fredonia. So we have close access to the north rim of the Grand Canyon. We're only 15 miles from the east entrance of Zion National Park. We're less than an hour from Lake Powell, Bryce Canyon. So it's a wonderland of any type of outdoor adventure you can imagine.
Cave Lakes also happens to be just a short drive away from the coral pink sand dunes.
If you get on top of this property and you go out this back gate, you're literally on the road leading to coral pink sand dunes. 2 miles from that gate and you're into the state park.
So like Terry said, it's just a few miles over to the dunes, and the view on the way there is just awesome. The elevation at Coral Pink is 6,000 feet, which means it could snow at any time. Well, guess what? No snow at the resort, but on our short ride to the dunes, the weather changed like crazy, and those coral pink dunes turned snow white.
Are we really going to ride in those? And for how long?
I wouldn't have ever thought about, this time of the year being snow. Just getting up, loading up, it's like 29 degrees. I'm not used to that. So, I'm bundled up like a snowman. Jump in, ride to the dunes, riding it to the top of the dunes and seeing, instead of seeing pink snow, I'm seeing white.
So cold that I couldn't feel my feet or my hands.
I didn't have a clue where I was at any point in time. Everything looked the same. I could know I could figure out how to get out by looking at some of the bigger mountains and go that direction, but as far as the trails or anything like that, no. You just put it to the floor and go.
So what do you do when it snows in the dunes? You make snowballs, of course.
We got up about 7:30, went out and rode in the sand dunes. It was really cold, a little bit frigid. But it was still amazing. They were supposed to be pink, ended up being a little bit white with some orange pink.
Nothing. I've never been on anything like that. Something I've always wanted to do.
Okay, we're gonna take a short break for a minute and try to warm up. When we come back, we're gonna get a tour of Cave Lakes and discover something over 1,000 years old. You're watching Destination Polaris. Welcome back to DP. Our trip to the coral pink sand dunes in Utah has turned snow white. Snow is not what we expected on this trip.
Wasn't expecting us to come out to the desert and freeze.
But hey, you gotta make the best of it, right? Because this place is awesome. Coral Pink is located just east of Zion National Park, and if you get up high enough, you can see out over the entire Zion area.
It's beautiful. I would recommend for anybody to come here, just because there's so many different vantage points for everything.
Roughly 300 miles south of Salt Lake City, near the small town of Kanab, Coral Pink sits at 6,000 feet, plenty high enough to get dusted by snow.
In California, usually there's an ocean next to the dunes. Here, the dunes are in the middle of nowhere.
I did it up. Non-stop the whole day to the floor. You can't just rip out like that in the South. You know, it's just small trails, gorgeous scenery down there. There's just not a whole lot of sand dunes.
I actually preferred being a passenger a little bit more, just because I don't have to worry about it. They're not my machines, so it's easier to just sit back and relax.
So after a few hours of freezing our tails off, I need to warm up right now.
That's what you always wanted, to freeze your butt off. Oh my gosh.
There's plenty of camping right next to the dunes, and I'm glad we knew someone with an RV.
Roughing it.
We grabbed a bite for lunch and decided to call it a day. We were done being cold. It was time to head back to the lodge. Our place couldn't be any nicer. We were staying at Cave Lakes Canyon, which is just a couple of miles from the dunes.
The whole dream started about 14 years ago with Randy Alderman and a group of investors that came in to build a world-class destination resort. This spring we'll have the facility complete with tents, going up into the canyon. We'll have a zip line, one of the longest zip lines in North America, that extend from the mouth of the canyon about 1.5 miles up the canyon all the way down to the gate where you drove in. There's fishing, there's a 3-bedroom guest lodge. Salt Lake City is about 5 hours north of here. You're only 3 hours from Las Vegas, so pretty much easy access from all directions, still being a remote location 1.5 miles from a paved road.
Lucky for us, we scored the guest lodge.
This right here is an $80,000 kitchen. 2 dishwashers, 2 freezers, 2 refrigerators, 2 sinks, cookers, deep fryers. How many chefs do we have in here? 5. 5? No. 5. We finally found something that he's good at. Look at it. Oh, it's so quiet now.
We finished the night with a little bit of cards and some games.
Oh, wait! That was cheating.
Tomorrow, we take a ride into the canyon. Just a few steps outside of the lodge is this trail that leads right up the canyon with some amazing views.
It is the most scenic and pristine area left in this region.
I simply can't imagine a better place for a resort.
Of course, Coral Pink Sand Dunes is world renowned for its adventures with the ATV community. And here on the property, we have miles and miles of trails where you can explore.
Anybody want to go swimming? So what's the story with this right here?
This is a natural seep. So there's an aquifer that goes down about 63 feet below the ground, and the water that's filtering down through from on top dates back about 1,000 years. So this water hasn't seen sunlight for over 1,000 years.
The place here is just breathtaking. It's just, you've got cliffs on each side, you've got streams and lakes, good food, good people. It's really nice.
We ended our ride with a campfire and the perfect snack. What do we need, sticks?
Did you get anybody else?
Yeah, did you get anybody else a stick or just stick for you?
Does anybody get any low-fat chocolate?
No, not for you. Where's your guitar?
Arkansas.
Come on, Mississippi, where's your banjo?
So they'll have concerts up here. They'll have naturalists talking about biodiversity in southern Utah.
This roughing it's not so bad.
The canyon is amazing. Coral pink sand dunes, snow or no snow, was a blast. If you haven't been to Utah, you need to go. You won't be disappointed.
Now I've done it. It's off the bucket list.